Hey, Good Shepherd, good morning. How are you doing? It's great to see everyone here today. Anyways, I wanted to come here today just to give a shout out, if you will, a word of thank you to all of you who have helped make possible some amazing things during this whole COVID pandemic. We've made COVID an excuse for so many things, but one thing we have not made COVID an excuse for is moving ahead with renovations and repairs here at Good Shepherd. This church building here is almost 60 years old. And the thing is it's showing its age. There are a lot of things that are in need of maintenance and repair. And by the grace of God and through your generosity, we've been able to get many of those things done. Look at the sanctuary. The sanctuary is beautiful. It is amazing. The new carpet, the new chairs, just gives a whole new look that is inviting to all the people that we hope to welcome in the coming weeks and months and years. Furthermore, some of the things that have been done, the fellowship hall, we drywalled that, painted that, the conference room, a whole new wall, again drywall, flooring put down. We also, in our basement, I gotta take you to the basement. Let's go there and take a look. So here we are at the entrance to our basement. Some of you may not even known that we had a basement. This was actually torn up just a few weeks ago, and the reason it was all torn up was because the retaining wall that is here was crumbling. The concrete was failing, so we needed to tear that out. This whole area was dug up, and we were able to replace the retaining wall and put in a new fence. I'm going to take you downstairs now. These stairs going down, they were crumbling. It was dangerous in many ways to walk down here. Water was always standing at the bottom of these steps. There was a drain that was put in to help better drain the water, and since this has been put in, it has been completely dry. You'll see at the bottom of this door, the bottom of this door was all rusted out because of the water that was always standing there. And we're going to be actually replacing this door. Again, this is probably a place that most of you have never been before. Our basement, there's not much down here. We call it the dungeon. It's a bit scary down here. Again, there was water all over the floor down here because it just would not drain. And that moisture is a bad thing. It's bad for the pipes, it's bad for the walls, it's bad for the floor. So praise God, the concrete was replaced down here on the floor, and all that drainage problem was fixed. But we have another issue down here, and that's this blue thing right here. This is our boiler. This is what heats the church during the winter. We've had a number of issues over the last couple of years where the boiler went out on Sunday morning. And the thing is, I'm not going to show you the bubble gum that is holding this thing together, but this boiler needs to be replaced. Not just the boiler, but all the piping that is throughout the building. We have a number of leaks, so it's not simply just replacing this unit, but it's replacing the whole heating system in the church, which we've done the research, and we've determined that it's best actually not to simply replace this boiler, but to rethink the entire heating system in the church, which is going to be about the same cost as replacing this boiler. So we're going to be putting a forced air system into many parts of the building that will allow for us not only to have heating, but also air conditioning in places we don't currently have air conditioning. But the thing is that to make that possible, we're relying upon the generosity of God's people. This is not an optional thing that we may or may not need to do. This is something we have to do, because this boiler is on the brink of failure. We don't know how much more time we're going to be able to get out of it. So we're making the appeal to you, the congregation, Good Shepherd, our year-end offering. Our year-end offering is going to go to our capital fund. And the capital fund is going to be used to replace this heating system. But again, there's not just this heating system. We got repairs at the parsonage, which is the house that I live in that is owned by the church. There's a number of repairs and improvements that need to be made there. And the thing is, most of this stuff that we're doing, these things are not optional things, but these are things that are very necessary to be accomplished to be able to continue God's work here in this place. So, Good Shepherd, just again, I want to reach out to you. I want to make an appeal as you think about generosity at the end of the year. Many of you are thinking about worthy causes of something to give to as you're able to claim it on your tax return for the next year. And we want to encourage you and ask that you would prayerfully consider the year-end offering at Good Shepherd to help us continue God's work here in this place. God's blessings on your day today.